Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Strixhaven draft. All right, well, I really like Tempted by the Auric. It's a strong card. It steals all the tokens too. It's a good card. Mana value 3 or less equals a lot of creatures in this format, and it turns out removing a creature as well as taking control of one for 4 mana is very, very strong. So we'll first pick that. Otherwise, I like Creative Outburst. I like the Arch. Rescuer's good, Fanatic's playable, Pigment Storm's good, I like the Apprentice. I like most of the cards in this pack other than like Excavated Wall. Other than that, everything looks pretty solid in here. But yeah, we'll first pick the Tempted by the Auric, and if we end up playing it, I guess it limits us to either Prismari or Quandrix. We'll see if those are available. All right, follow-up pick. Well, can take the Mage Duel, because the blue cards we have are Wormhole Serpent and Whirlwind Denial, neither of which are exciting enough to second pick for me. It could take the Environmental Science, a free card for the deck, good to dig up. But Mage Duel is solid removal, and if we do, in fact, end up Quandrix, I'm going to be pretty happy to have it. So I think I'm going to take the Mage Duel here. Mortality Spear is quite strong, but it's also a good distance away from Tempted by the Auric. I'll take the Mage Duel over the Environmental Science and see if that pans out for us. All right, I can take the Field Trip here. Good card. Vortex Runner in blue, but I'd rather have the Field Trip because it doesn't actually fix for Tempted by the Auric, but it's a ramp that lets you get a free card from your toolkit, like maybe Intro to Prophecy if we wheel it. So I'll take it. I'm fine with it. I don't think Adventurous Impulse is all that exciting anyway, so all right. Let's just play more fatties as well. All right. So now we can do Arcane Subtraction, Vortex Runner, or Prismari Campus if we maybe wanted to splash red, or maybe Prismari is open. I think I can take the Arcane Subtraction here and probably be okay with it. Cheap Learn effect. Couples with Mage Duel reasonably well. Make something weaker, make this cheaper, and then maybe make the fight go a little bit better for your dude. I'm okay with it. Otherwise, it's that or Amplimancer. I'd rather have the Learn effect, I think. All right, choices here. Well, Basic Conjuration, probably worth it. We already have a couple Learn cards, and this lets you get a creature and gain some life. Otherwise, there is Mage Hunter's Onslaught, pick 5, if I wanted to dip out a blue. And there's a Eureka Moment, which is also good. But I'll take the Lesson here. I'm okay with it. It's a solid lesson. I mean, currently we have exactly 0 creatures to find, but I'm hoping to, play a few creatures in here. Okay, we could take the Intro to Annihilation. There is a Strixhaven Stadium. I've won with it before. Or we could take the Trickster. Trickster's one of those cards that pretty much can always make the deck. Groff's in here as well. Intro to Annihilation is a nice tool for the toolkit, though. Pretty tempted to take the Intro to Annihilation, but could be wrong. Man, another chance to get the Eureka Moment or take the Trickster. I'm going to go with the Lesson. I just feel like Trickster is very good, but I have a feeling we're going to be able to make a deck without it. All right, I'm going to take Trickster over Negate, though, even though Negate is also very good in this format, but I'll take the Trickster. I'll pass one Trickster. I won't pass another one. All right, Pledge Mage, super strong card, exactly what we want in here. Gets huge pretty quickly, and then can quickly beat down your opponent. Possibly the best Pledge Mage. Let me think of the other ones. Well, Silver Quill is pretty good. Prismari Pledge Mage, not that good. 3/3 blocker that sometimes attacks for 3. It's okay, it's playable. The Lore Hold one, it's got First Strike, it gets bigger. That one's pretty good. Maybe that one's the worst, that or Prismari. And then what's the Pledge Mage I'm missing? It's probably some black one I just can't think of right now. I guess we could get another Intro to Annihilation. We could take the Assistant. Assistant lets us get back Tempted by the Auric to steal more things. Second Intro to Annihilation is probably okay. But I'm kind of okay with Assistant here. It's an evasive creature that can get back some pretty powerful stuff for us potentially, so I'll take it over the second Intro to Annihilation. Guess we don't really need any of this. I'll just take the Letter of Acceptance. Guess this makes Tempted by the Auric easier to cast. Usually I'm not happy if I'm playing Letter of Acceptance. Quite a few misses in here. Maybe just take the lesson. Not likely to play it, but if I end up with enough fixing, maybe red splash could happen. And this, I guess, randomly deals with artifacts or kills pesky things I need to take care of. Alright, getting a Vortex Runner this late is pretty good since we already have Field Trip Ramp. Another Assistant is probably fine. So current removal is a Mage Duel and Attempted by the Auric. I think we're going to need more than that. I can probably ditch the Letter of Acceptance for now. Maybe more playable if we have more expensive stuff or more incentive to splash. We're certainly not in black or white, so I guess we'll just let someone have that. Alright, well, this fixes... Explosive Welcome is a splashable card. Could just take the Anatomy. Yeah, probably Anatomy. I could see that being the pick here. Good lesson to get. And otherwise it's Snarl, which is a rare, so it's gems. That also probably makes the deck. I mean, for sure makes the deck, but... Alright, what do I take here? Guess we take Pest Summoning. I don't really want it, but I don't really want to splash Heated Debate either. So I guess we'll just take the Summoning as a card to learn into. Well, we can take Growth Spiral here. There's Leyline Invocation, another Field Trip. Man, all these are good. This is a 2-mana ramp. Sort of a 2-mana ramp. But Invocation's a creature to ramp into. I mean, Tempted by the Auric is a removal and a creature, which is kind of nice. Maybe we just take the Growth Spiral, get the Serpentine Curve back if we're fortunate enough. Another Field Trip certainly wouldn't hurt, but yeah, I guess I'll take Growth Spiral. I mean, it's also a Mystical Archive card, so you don't get a ton of opportunities to play with stuff like that. You can take the Eureka Moment now, or I can take Pop Quiz. I feel like Pop Quiz is quite a bit cheaper and gives us access to more, so I'd probably take that. I mean, it's 1 mana cheaper, which maybe doesn't seem significant, but you also get 2 cards, you just don't get to ramp. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have a ton of need to ramp at the moment. Guess you could argue that's a reason not to play Growth Spiral, but it's hard to not play a 2-mana instant that lets you draw and ramp. Alright, Serpentine Curve here is starting to look pretty good. So we have, like, basically very few creatures. Otherwise, there's Professor of Zoomancy, which is always a solid card. But you know what? I think we're in good position to make a Serpentine Curve deck. And I'm interested in trying it out, so we can do it. Here we probably take the Drake. I think we just want some cheap stuff. Could take another Pop Quiz. I don't really like Verdant Mastery. Opt would be fine too, but we'll take the Drake. It's got Death Touch, it flies. Buys time. Alright, choice here is Cram Session versus Campus Guide. Probably Cram Session. It gains life. It gives us access to more things. What are we finding off Basic Conjuration? Basically just like a Pledge Mage. I think there's a pretty good chance we miss off a Basic Conjuration, but I'll still take Cram Session over Campus Guide, I think. Also makes our Serpentine Curve quite a bit better. So we could take Zephyr Boots, could take the Aerialist. Zephyr Boots, if we have a huge flyer, can be good, but we really don't have a lot else to equip, so maybe we just take the Aerialist, get another evasive creature. This probably isn't the greatest for us, but having a lot of evasion never really hurts. And we do actually have a lot of flyers, surprisingly. We have removal, pump, and find creature and make creature, so Not a bad toolkit. So we could splash Explosive Welcome because we just have the ramp to do it. Otherwise, I think Curate probably makes more sense for the Serpentine Curve plan. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Could do Resculpt. Could do Lorehold Campus for splashing. Resculpt at least is a sideboard card. We could still end up splashing, though. I'm going to take this. There's a chance. Assistant getting back Curve isn't the worst, if Curve is big. I don't like Symmetry Sage. I'll just take another Intro to Annihilation in case we need it. So we have actually a good amount of learn here, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 4 learn effects. That's not bad. Don't really need any of these. I think we'll just take the Mystical Archive card. None of those are worth splashing, I don't think. Same thing here. We'll just take the weakest. Not going to be able to cast the Summoning. I guess we'll take an Archivist. Probably don't need an Archivist, but that's all right. So deck needs some more 2-drops. I mean, we're staying busy enough, but 2-drop creatures would be nice. Well, could splash the Lorehold. That's quite the splash, but I mean, it's a strong card. There's really nothing else exciting going on here. We have the Lorehold Campus, and we could play the Letter of Acceptance, so just makes me wish I had the Campus Guide now. But otherwise, we take like Tendrils, even though, well, Tendrils would actually be pretty good too, considering we barely have any removal in here. But Velomachus is pretty good. I mean, the problem with this deck is there's nothing explosive going on, so I feel like playing Velomachus, it's quite the off splash, though, especially in a deck that's trying to run Tempted by the Auric. I'll try it. It's pretty ambitious, I think, but okay, we can take Invocation here over Splashed Explosive Welcome and the Phoenix. Invocation is pretty solid. Needed some more 2-drops, I said, so I guess we take the Amplimancer here over a Vortex Runner, which we might even get back anyway. Just staying busy earlier so we don't get steamrolled by 2-drops. Not having Environmental Science, I think, is ultimately going to be what prevents us from playing Velomachus, probably. Well, we could take the Campus Guide. It makes it more realistic. Or we could take the Mentor's Guidance. Mentor's Guidance with Pledge Mage is pretty nuts. Get a 4/4 and draw a bunch. It's also Urza's Rage, but this would, 9 mana to deal. No, it's... I have to remember, it's 12 mana, and it's 2 red. That would be pretty tough. Could just take the Serpentine Curve, though, and honestly, maybe it's better to just focus on not splashing 7-drops and just taking advantage of Serpentine Curve with a bunch of non-creature spells. It's probably the wisest way to do it. I think the Velomachus Lorehold, probably too ambitious. It's cute, it's cool, but I probably wish I just had a Devouring Tendrils instead now. Especially given that we have practically no removal. That's not exactly true. I mean, we have the Intro to Annihilation, so we can, and we have more than enough learn. So if we really need to, we can dig up removal and kill things. Mentor's Guidance now, or another Pledge Mage. Man, Killian's in here too. Kind of want the Pledge Mage. These are just, I love Mentor's Guidance, but Pledge Mage are like actual really nuts ways for us to win, I think. In this deck in particular, too. So Pest Summoning, I don't like reject, so I guess we'll take the summoning. I mean, they're also just insanely good with any of our learn cards. Just learn, pump, whatever we learned, play the lesson, pump again. So really we have like 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures at the moment, plus all of our learn cards. Yeah, we're doing fine. Doing fine on creatures. Basically should have just gotten removal, I think, when I had the chance. Take the tendrils and... Yeah, I think we needed the tendrils. I got too excited. Alright, we'll take Mage Duel here, which is good to have. Don't like Symmetry Sage, but Teach by Example might actually make this deck 6 or 5 blue to steal 2 creatures is pretty tough, but playing this plus Mage Duel's not bad, actually. Alright, Biomathematician. Did not get the tendrils back, but that's alright. Biomathematician is at least a good pickup. And this is currently a pretty good looking deck, so that's cool. Don't need any of these. I think we'll just take the Mystical Archive card. Golden Ratio. Well, I mean, there's nothing else I want, so I'll consider it. I just don't think it's likely to happen here. It's basically Divination with Biomathematician, but we just have a lot of 2s and 1s and then not much else. So I don't think Golden Ratio is going to make the deck. Nor do I think we need it. All right, could splash Practical Research. I don't think it's going to happen. We've got a deck, and although I don't need to play the Teach by Example either. I'm going to take the wall here, actually. Actually, yeah, Teach by Example with Mage Duel is pretty sweet. 3 mana, fight 2 things. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Probably a better idea than splashing. So the only, I think, big miss on this deck was not getting the Devouring Tendrils, but we'll see how costly it is. It might be fine. Because the rest of the deck looks good. And I mean, we don't have to make any cuts because we're all good. I'm just going to switch in the Bob Ross lands. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures plus 15 from the learn. 16, 17. Oh, yeah. 18. We're fine. More than enough creatures. Just fine. Not enough removal, but that's all right. We can use Learn to find Intro to Annihilation. We have 2, so yeah, that's reasonable. Fixing. Didn't get any Quandrix Campus, unfortunately, because that actually is good for the grinding match, but we have more blue than green, and we've got the Tempted by the Auric, and we don't have any double green. I'm wondering if that means, because we also have double blue here, do I do 10-7 or 9-8? So also have the Field Trip. We need both colors early, though. That's tough. I think I'm still just going to do 9-8. Like, I get that we have triple blue. That is relevant. And Field Trip can only find forests, which is also relevant. But I also just want to see both my colors in every game. So, all right. Well, this is it. It's okay. It's not a bad deck. I think it'll do. It's what we got, so it's how we're rocking it. All right. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. So we got a good keep here. Drake into probably Field Trip. We'll see. Ooh. It's nice. see if they kill it. Nope. So I might actually do the runner here, because then I can go Field Trip plus Mage Duel. Which I think is pretty good. This might let them, I guess, kill my Vortex Runner, but I'm okay with that. If they want to kill that too, it's fine. Or they don't. Or they don't. Well, let's go and Field Trip. And could do the Conjuration. Could do the Anatomy. They're in removal colors. I don't love that. I'm kind of okay with Conjuration, because we already have a couple removal spells, and getting like a Pledge Mage seems kind of good. Let's see here. Let's see if they have the Snakeskin Veil. If they do, I'll just attack with the runner. Alright. Guess it ends up being a wash. Except they gain life. Sure. So we can fight that too. And we can even do the Conjuration first, so I'm cool with that. Guess we take the Assistant. What can Assistant get back that I want? Well, I can get back Field Trip or Conjuration. Yeah, it's fine. Or Mage Duel, of course. For the Needlethorn Drake, maybe. That's cool. So guess we just play the Assistant. And yeah, what do we want to take? Conjuration versus Mage Duel. Kind of okay with Conjuration. We just, admittedly, we don't have like a billion creatures to find, but we have Quandrix Pledge Mages, which I feel like would be pretty good to find here. And just Mage Duel if they have removal for Drake. Yeah, like that. It's just not very good for us, so. Because then I basically would have to do Assistant as a sacrifice Assistant and my draw. I don't love it. Trickster's good here, though, so we'll take that. Who knows, maybe they have a big fat token we can steal. That would be good. Guess that's what we're hoping for here. Perfect. So we can steal that little fella. So we'll go Pledge Mage, Curate. Oh. I don't want to put either of those in my graveyard. And then we'll draw the, I guess, Pop Quiz first since we can cast it. Infuse. Alright. Well, that's fine. And then we'll take the intro here. Guess we can attack first. No, I want to pump my dude, so I'll do this. Kill that. Alright. Alright, so playing against Witherbloom, my favorite archetype. They've got an interesting little Witherbloom deck, though. They're running Essence Infusion, they have Professor's Warning. Fortifying Drought is kind of cool synergy. Well, actually, I guess that doesn't really work. Works with Tendrils. You can, like, Tendrils first, then Drought. Seems a little off. But, yeah, and then they're doing, like, Pledge Mage and Inkcaster, so... Inkcaster Fortifying Drought is good synergy, because you attack with everything with counters, gain a bunch of life, and then do it, and then it's even better. That's pretty cool. Their deck looks interesting. It's not the Witherbloom decks I usually draft. It looks very different than the ones I usually draft. Sideboard, not much. We've got our Learn cards. We've got our... lessons. Let's hope it's enough. Oh yeah, looks good. Curate, hopefully finding lands. Probably do the Drake first though, honestly. Arch, okay. Well, nice news is we can go Pledge Mage turn 3, so that's cool. And then even if we don't rip a land, we have Curate to help find one. Honor Drill. Well, we can gain 2 a turn off that. It's pretty good. Let's see here. I guess we do just Pledge Mage first. And pass. See if they... I could have attacked, but I don't want to attack and have them kill my Pledge Mage right away, so it makes more sense to me to hang out a little bit. Because if they have like Tendrils or Spot Removal, they could make their guy indestructible here. I'm okay with that, though. I'd like to get rid of the Professor's Warning anyway, so... Yeah, because then at least they don't have it anymore and I can use it as removal. It's probably fine. Let's see if they have the Tendrils too. Inquisition. Well, that's not the worst. I suppose... Well, that actually is fine. Yeah. Pop quiz. All right. Well, pop quiz is the best use of mana. So I guess we're gonna pass. Oh, they forgot to use their overgrown arch. Whoopsie. Pretty relevant there too, I would say. And they know we have Curate in hand, huh? Well, that makes me curious. Guess I'm gonna take it in case they can. Oh, Fortifying Drought. Yeah, that's right. Fortifying Drought was the thing. So let's avoid that for now. Especially if they want to just Drought here, because then they'll get in for like 8 or something. But all right, if they're gonna use all their resources, I'll take 9 damage. I'm all right with it. So we'll do this. Probably once again get the Intro to Annihilation. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So then we can do possibly Curate into Serpentine Curve to get a 5/5 that we can then bring back with our assistant, which is pretty good. That's good. So, yeah, let's do Curate. Now we don't really need a land. Aerialist seems fine to keep, so we'll ditch the land. Draw the Aerialist. And then we'll go land, curve, and we'll attack for 6. And then they can learn, I guess. Gain life and then learn. See what they get. So we have the assistant now to get back the curve. Oh, that's... Thankfully, that's not that intimidating. Or I could do assistant to get back pop quiz and have another answer for their pledge mage. That's not bad either. All right. Take our medicine here. Oh, I think this is probably gonna prompt a concession, I would guess. Or not. All right. We'll see for the next one. All right, we got to keep here. Hopefully, we can find a land to take advantage of this growth spiral with. Yeah, maybe it's better to curate instead, actually. Yeah, it's could be. Could be. Oh, never mind. All right, so we do growth spiral into pledge mage. Oops, not that one. This one. Alright. Then we can teach by example, curate. We can pump Pledge Mage 3 times if it lives here, which is pretty nuts. Oh, sad. So now I guess we can teach by example pop quiz or teach by example field trip. Guess getting more lands probably better. More ability to do things. Alright. We'll go in, and we'll get Conjuration, I think. Gain some life, and then we'll go land. And I think we'll get the Pest Summoning to buy some time there. Alright, so we can go Assistant. I don't know if we need that. We can go Pest Summoning here and leave up Subtraction, Pop Quiz, Arcane Subtract. Yeah, this is probably fine. So I think we'll double block the Fractal, I think. And we'll subtract here. And we'll get, let's see. So they're close to unblockable with a runner. Wonder if that means I have to do... Probably have to do the Intro to Annihilation for that. We can do Curate. Do I want to draw the land? Yeah, I want to hit my land drop, I guess. We'll put the Amplimancer in the graveyard. Let's see, with 8 mana, what can I do? I guess I could do Conjure... Maybe I keep both, actually. Because then I can go Conjuration, Pop Quiz. Oh, but then the land's going away. So maybe... Just in case I miss on Conjuration, maybe I keep both. And then I draw the land first. Yeah, I like that. Well, I draw it anyway. Well, yeah, this is probably the best way to do it, honestly. So now I can go Conjuration. Gain some life. There's a Pledge Mage. That's good. That's good. Or we can do the Drake, but let's do the Pledge Mage. And then I can go Pledge Mage plus Amplimancer. Decisive Denial. Oh, divide by 0. Eh, that's not the worst. Alright. Well, I don't have the land yet. That's cool. So, let's see. Eight mana. I think I'll trade off 1 and take 2. Alright, so now I have 9 mana, which is enough to go Pledge Mage, Pop quiz. And maybe just do the anatomy now. So we've got a big blocker. And then we can take out the Vortex Runner. Well, kind of needed them to not have that, unfortunately. Alright, so we have 9 mana. Taking at least 3 if I don't kill the Vortex Runner. And then I'd have 2 other blockers, so that would be lethal. That's not going to work. So I don't think I have enough to survive, unfortunately. That second divide by 0 got us, unfortunately. Yeah, that's too bad. I can go Pledge Mage, Curve, block their 2 biggest guys, take 3/6, yeah. I don't have enough to do more than that, so... Yep, alright. I guess I won't show them Serpentine Curve. I mean, I guess we would force them to attack, but I don't want to show them cards they don't know about. We don't really have a sideboard, so I think we just run it back. I wish I had... Now I wish I had, like, Snakeskin Veil or something, but that's alright. Divide by 0, what's interesting is, it's good against our Pledge Mages. It's not good against our token creatures that we're rocking, so... If I can get those online, they'll do a lot. This hand's probably too... Yeah, especially on the play. Man, I want to keep it, though, really badly. But probably too risky without both colors and actually doing anything. So we'll keep this. Probably ditch the... Maybe the Amplimancer here. Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Because then I can go Growth Spiral turn 2, potentially go Aerialist turn 3. At the very least, go Trickster turn 3, which isn't bad. So they can do like Tendrils and Mage Duel and stuff. Something I have to watch out for. Potentially. Let's see. So I can do Assistant to get back Growth Spiral, but I don't really love that. But at the same time, I can probably just do Assistant to... I don't want Wrangler to get me, so I'm actually just going to attack with the Flyers here and then play an Assistant. We don't need Growth Spiral. We want to hit our Invocation and then do Serpentine Curve, so I like this more. Alright, so they're probably digging for Mage Duel here. which is sensible. They have the mana to Mage Duel plus pay the extra 2. So they had exactly what they needed. They got it. Still have them on a turn 2, or a 2-turn clock rather, but hopefully they don't get another interactive spell here. It's basically all we can hope for. I guess even if they get another interactive spell, they have to deal with both of our flyers over the next 2 turns, so hopefully they can't do that. So, I think we just replay the assistant. That way we have 2 lethal flying creatures. Alright, so they found a reach creature. So if they have the Mage Duel, that'll get us. Alright. It dug really hard there, though. They had a lot more lands than we did. Yeah, I think we just run her back here. I mean, it's a good matchup, that's for sure. They've got some good tools in there. Oh yeah, we can keep this. That way we can Drake into Mathematician, maybe. I mean, we can also field trip, so... But putting Mathematician down puts some... Oh, I see. I guess that... Well, I guess we field trip then. Maybe take the anatomy, actually. It gives us a threat in the air, which I kind of like. Possibly lets us... Oh, that's sweet. That's real good. Guess we can... Curate first here. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, that's cool. So... Runner, which can be unblockable, or Trickster, which locks stuff down and flies. Probably the Trickster, actually. Oh, wait. Or I just take both. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't really matter. We'll go Biomathematician here. So if they just slam that, we can steal it. Oh, perfect. Now we're just real mean. Sure. It's only when it's the target of a spell, too, huh? Wow. Well, I don't even have to target it with a spell. That's pretty slick, actually. Can also do the runner here. I'm gonna do the anatomy. So, Mage Duel with Trickster, that makes sense. Oh, wait. That's not going to work, though. Why'd you do that? Yeah. That was a mistake. He meant to kill the Trickster, I think, with the Adept. And then probably we would have Mage Dueled and still had lethal. So I guess it didn't really matter. Alright, we'll see for round 3. Alright, it's a keep. I think our deck would have benefited from an elemental summoning quite a bit. The old field trip into a turn 4 4/4 is just good value. So we're playing the blue mana first in case we rip, like, Tempted by the Auric or whatever. So we can do field trip next turn, and then we'll have... Oh, I can do the biomathematician here too, but let me think. If I field trip, I have access to 5 mana next turn, plus I could dig up like a pest summoning, so then I can go like pest summoning Mage Duel. It's probably better, probably a little bit better to do it this way. Especially if they're going like aggro, I think this works better. I mean, I have the chance to kill... Another thing I can do is... Biomathematician this turn. This feels like a good turn to kill their flyer, though, but then I'm left with just little dingy pest summoning dudes on the ground. I want to copy Mage Duel. I might have to do that next turn. I think I'm just going to play this. So then basically next turn I can go... land, pest summoning, copy next instant. I really don't want them to leave mana up so I can kill their guys. Alright, that'll do. So now we can at least go land, pest summoning. Yeah. And then we can go mage, nope. Teach by example. And then Mage Duel. So target this. Kill that. And then target this, kill that. And then I guess it can't attack. It might just be worth it. They get a 3/3 pest, but this is okay by me. What can I get with that? Guess I can get field trip, but that lets us do like another pest summoning maybe? It might be worth it. So we'll field trip plus pest summoning. Uh-oh. So we can do field trip. And guess we can get another pest summoning here. There go land, pest summoning. Then we can at least double block the 3/2. Oh, geez. All right. We'll do this to not die. Oh, let's see. I can do arcane subtraction, but I'm out of pest summoning, so but I can do the so we'll do this. And we'll do the basic conjuration. Do that. Can get assistant here. And then I guess they can kill assistant, so it's not going to work, but all right. Nice try. All right, so we'll go to the next game. It seems winnable. They've got some pretty good stuff in there. Value lessons and stuff, and they have the Silver Quill command, but I think we can get there. I mean, we've gotten there the first couple matches somehow, so still don't have a sideboard though, so we'll run it back. All right, we'll play first. Oh yeah, let's keep. Looks good. Guess I could get a growth spiral back if I really desired. Off a, yeah, might be worth it, I guess. Off a turn 3 assistant. Yeah, gets us maybe a turn, still just a turn 5 invocation, I guess, but that's fine. Hmm. Oh, I see. All right. Well, guess we'll do assistant here. Is Growth Spiral actually good? Maybe it's not. Probably makes more sense to, because we might not get a land, and then it just takes the top slot of our deck, so I don't love that. Yeah, this seems fine. So we'll get in for 2. Play, well, no, I don't want to play assistant, though. Guess we'll wait another turn. Because I want to do Invocation and then get it back with Assistant. I think that's better. Curate, let's just do the Invocation and then pass. See if they do the Rise of Exodus on it for 4 mana and learn. And then we'll probably have to Assistant and get back Invocation and then Curate. Nope, they got rid of the Invocation, so now I can't get it back with the Assistant. Yeah. So we'll take too much damage, and then I guess we'll go... So we'll go Curate. I can keep both of these, I guess. Then we'll do Trickster. I guess we'll lock the Menace dude down. We'll double block. I don't really want to, but I don't want to take 3 either. I mean, I have Arcane Subtraction, so maybe it's smarter to wait a turn. Yeah, I suppose if they have a trick, they get us pretty good. I'm really not in a position to be a beggar. Definitely more of a chooser right now, but... Or I'm more of a beggar, not a chooser. Getting my expressions backwards. So we can go Field Trip here. And I think we get the Conjuration. And we'll leave up, I guess, Arcane Subtraction. It's so ugly. Probably need this. I mean, I can't take any more hits from Combat Professor, so I have to block and accept that we're going to lose both of our flyers. I just can't take any more damage. I don't have any choice. Seven mana. We have Intro to Annihilation. So, I guess we go... Pest Summoning, Mage Duel, Killian. And that gives me a couple chump blocks while I set up with a Serpentine Curve. I guess I can Intro to Annihilation it, but at least I can get it back with my assistant. So see if they Intro to Annihilation the 9/9. Alright. Oh. Alright. Sure. Sure. Guess we get big curve back. Rise of Extus again. So we'll lose our dude. Chump block to not die. Guessing they dig up a summoning and play it. Yeah. Alright. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Ended up going 2-1. Thought the deck was pretty good. Let's do some pack one, pick ones here. Alright. We'll go pack one, pick one. I do love Bookworm. I'd probably go Eliminate, though. Eliminate's been really good in this format. Kill all the big fat token creatures, and there's plenty of mana value 3 or less creatures that are certainly also worthy of killing. Next here, I would probably go... I'm comfortable going, I guess, Inkcaster. It's a good card. There's spots where it's real good. Sometimes it's just a 5-mana 3/3, but I like its ability. I think it's a good 5-drop. Here I'd probably just slam the Divide by Zero. It's nice tempo plus learn. I like it. And finally, Lash of Malice versus Divide by Zero. I'd still go Divide by Zero. That learn is just so excellent. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you for the next one.